welcome back to Informatica Cloud training. So today we are going to learn about ICS architecture and how to install the secure agent and what is the secure agent, how to install the secure agent, and how to create the users. All these kind of information we are going to learn today. Okay. Before going to start today's session, I will just recapture what we have discussed in the previous session. Okay, so in the previous session we have discussed about what is Informatica Cloud, what are all the different modules available in the Informatica Cloud, and how to navigate from one page to another page, like one from data integration to administrator to monitor. Like this we have seen all the modules and how we can navigate from one page to another page. Also we saw how to create a new component in the data integration. Okay, so today we are going to learn about Informatica Cloud Services architecture. Okay, so in my slide we can see the architecture of the Informatica Cloud. Okay, see, if you observe here we have a concept called Informatica Cloud repository, ICS repository. So basically what it will do here is, in the repository it will store the metadata of the components in your Informatica Cloud account. Okay, so here what we need to have to work with the Informatica Cloud services is we need a mission with the browser and internet access, and from that mission we can open the browser, and from the browser you can log into the Informatica Cloud services. And we need a concept called secure agent. What it will do here is it will act like an firewall to your system, like a firewall. So you can access within files or other on-premises systems within your Informatica Cloud Secure Agent installed server. Okay, and ICS repository, I will explain what is the purpose of ICS repository and how it will be helpful in Informatica Cloud environment. Okay, so everything can be handled by using the HTTPS, means you can perform the administration, you can design, you can configure, or you can maintain it, you can perform the maintenance of your Informatica Cloud or within the browser. Everything is, it's, as we know that it is a purely web page or web based application. Okay, now if you jump into the Informatica Cloud architecture, see, it is a multi-tenant repository. So what is meant by multi-tenant repository? In the sense, in Informatica Cloud, so in previous page I shown you that by default we have Informatica Cloud hosted agent, right? Like, so for all the org level information for all the customers of Informatica Cloud customers, they have a repository within their environment. Okay, so they basically Informatica Cloud hosted agent will store account related information or audit related information, and as a cloud based we can see a number of cloud based applications like NetSuite, Workday, Salesforce, LinkedIn, Jira. Exactly, these are the a few cloud based applications what I am showing here. And if you see here on premise application like an SAP, a Sable, PeopleSoft, Oracle, SQL Server, a file system, these are the on-premise system. So how we can integrate the data between the cloud-based application and on-premises system means by using the Informatica Cloud Okay, so here if you observe here in this page, I'm showing one secure agent. So this is called it will act like an firewall to your organization. Okay, so no one can enter into your on-premises or your server machine and see the data. Okay, so the secure agent acts like an what we can say is firewall to your organization. Okay, so this is the small hardware in the Informatica cloud. Okay, so I will explain how to install this secure agent and how to configure this secure agent with your Informatica cloud organization, and how to start the secure agent, how to stop the secure agent, and how to restart. All the information we are going to learn as part of this session. Okay, so basically in previous slide I shown you Informatica Cloud repository. So what is the purpose of the repository and what it will do here is it will store the source and target metadata of your components. For example, you have created a mapping. So obviously in the mapping we are going to choose source and target. So the metadata related to that source and target can be stored in the repository. Also, it will store data mappings information like what are the mappings created in the organization and connection related information. Connection related information means it won't store the passwords actually. It will store the connection properties as an encrypted format, like an if it is a URL, somewhere we will provide some sensitive information like an our application login URLs and usernames and passcodes. It won't save, but usernames and the URL and some other properties like an if we are going to use any REST based connection means the header properties and properties like an other information, it will stores in a encrypted format actually. And the schedules information, like whatever the schedules we have created in the organization, it will store the schedules information, and whenever the particular schedule time happens, so it will trigger the jobs accordingly. So without storing that schedule related information in the repository, it cannot trigger, right? That's why that is the purpose of storing the scheduler related information in the server actually. On logging and monitoring information, basically what is the meaning of logging and monitoring information means, so what is the user, for example, Shivakumar has modified some mapping. Shivakumar has created some task. He has deleted some task and he has updated this task. So all this kind of information it will stores as well. Who are the users logging into the organization, at what time he has logged in, at what time he has logged out. All this login level information it will store in the Informatica Cloud Services repository. Okay, and so as we have discussed earlier, so secure agent is the small component or hardware component actually we are going to install. Okay, based on by using this only we are going to make our Informatica cloud organization within our network. We are going to restrict the files, everything within our server machine. So what is secure agent actually? So secure agent is a lightweight self-upgrading program that runs inside your network. Okay, so what is the meaning of runs inside your network means uh, no other user can access your secure agent which is in the organization. For example, there are two organizations, organization A and organization B there. So both organizations they will install the secure agents in their own network, but organization A cannot access the secure agent information which is stored in the secure agent B, which is related to the organization B, or the organization B cannot access the information about the organization A. So that's how the secure agent will act like an firewall to your particular organization. Also, it will run all your tasks like an your application data is not staged anywhere in the Informatica cloud. Okay, so what is the meaning of not staged? In the sense, it will just have the metadata related information of your task, but it won't store any record in the Informatica cloud. Okay, and also it will enable a secure communication across the firewall between your organization and Informatica cloud. So what is the meaning of a secure communication means? So if you want to access your files from your organization, so how you can access by using the browser means, so by using the secure agent server. Okay, so you can access your files from the secure agent installed machine. So that's why I told secure agent installed machine will act like a server to your organization Informatica cloud application. Okay, so if you want to access any, or if you want to read any data from your file, or if you want to write any data from Informatica cloud to the particular file, so those files should be local to the secure agent installed machine actually. Okay, so this is how we are going to secure your organization related information by using the Informatica cloud secure agent. Okay, so before jumping into the components available in the Informatica cloud, okay, so now we are going to discuss about how to install the secure agent and how to link the particular secure agent with your particular organization. Okay, so this basically the secure agent is available for both Windows as well as Linux environment. So now let us log into the Informatica cloud organization and download the secure agent and install the secure agent and configure the particular Informatica cloud secure agent to your organization. Okay, so now let us jump to the Informatica cloud application. Okay, so this, as we know, that this is the login page of the Informatica cloud application. Okay, so I have saved my username and password information. Now I'm going to log into my Informatica cloud application. Okay, let me relog in here. Informatica cloud slash ma. So now we need to go to the administrator page. So from administrator page we can download the Informatica cloud secure agent. So I am navigating to the Informatica cloud administrator page. Okay, so once we go there, we can navigate to the runtime environments. So here we can see here is a new runtime environment or download secure agent. So I'm going to download my secure agent. So I'm going to download the secure agent for Windows 64. Okay, so while we are going to download the secure agent, it will give some security token. Okay, just copy this secure agent, and so while we are configuring the secure agent to your organization, we need to provide this secure agent. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the download. Okay, so once you click on the download, basically it will download the Informatica cloud secure agent. Okay, so let's wait for some time. So it will download it, and then we can configure the secure agent there. So before that, I'm going to copy my security token of that one. So whatever the token it has generated while downloading the secure agent. Okay, so now let me go here. Notepad. So this is the token what it has generated. Okay, let me save this token on the desktop. Meanwhile, our secure agent will be downloaded. Okay. See, the secure agent download is done. So now we need to install the secure agent. So I'm going to open that one. So this is the application or hardware what we have downloaded from the Informatica Cloud organization. Now I'm going to uh, install the secure agent. Okay, so you must run this as an administrator. Okay. So now it's a easier step. Okay, just need to go to next, or else if you want to download the secure agent anywhere apart from the C, you can change that path actually. Okay, so now I'm going to install the secure agent in the C folder itself, and now I'm going to install it. So once it is done, as we know that security, so here username and security token is nothing but username of the, we need to provide the admin user details of the organization. Okay, as of now I have admin credentials to this application, so now I am going to use my username here. Okay, and the security token. So the security token, so what is the security token means? While we are downloading the software, it has provided some security token, right? So now I'm going to copy that particular security token value here. So once you provided this username and security token, and if you click on the register, so what it will happen is the secure agent will be linked to your particular organization. So how can we identify that whether it has been linked to your organization? Means you need to go to the administrator page, and from the administrator page we can see the runtime environments. So it will take some time to prepare all the services. Okay, so as of now the secure agent code is running, but here we can observe that not all the services are ready. Usually it will take some time to prepare all the services. So here the current status is it is deploying all the services. So after completion of this installation, all the three deploying services status will be changed to running 3. Okay, so like that, after available, then only we can use these secure agent services. Okay, so meanwhile we will go to the Informatica administrator page, and let us see whether it has been linked to our organization or not. Okay, so how we can check whether it is linked to or not? So let's refresh the page. So runtime environment. Here basically if all the services are up and running, then here it will show the environment. For example, here I'm going to create some test. Okay. See here, we have created a new runtime environment, but we did not link any secure agent here. But by default, whatever the secure agent we have installed in this machine, so this is the user PC is the secure agent what we have installed. And if you see here, status of this one is not all the services are running. As I told you, right, it will take some time to make all the services are up and running. So you can see here, so as of now one services is ready, so we can see the services what are all running here. So as of now one has been completed and the two are starting up. Let's wait for some time so that here we can see whether after all the services are up, it will change the status to up and running. Okay, after that only we can use the secure agent to run any of the job. So before it will up and running, there is we need to understand one concept. So you can install n number of secure agents within your organization, but the limitation is it will depends on the type of license you took. Based on that you can install a number of secure agent. By default only one secure agent can be in by with the normal licensing. What you can do here is you can install only one secure agent for the organization. But if you want to install more secure agents, so that you can go with the higher end license version, so that you can install a number of secure agents. Okay, so basically why we will go for the n number of secure agents means, so by any chance if one of your server is down, so that in another server that secure agent will be up, so that your jobs cannot be interrupted. That is the purpose basically. For the dev environment, dev and QE environment, mostly everyone will go with a single secure agent. But if while coming to the production environment, most of the organizations will prefer two secure agents, so that if any one of the secure agent goes down, so that then the another secure agent will take the burden of all the jobs and it will run. Also we need to understand one thing is, per single secure agent, basically 4 jobs will run parallelly. Apart from that, if you want to run 100 jobs or 1000 jobs, you can configure it, but it depends on the server configuration. Actually, if you want to run more than 4 jobs at a time, means your system should have the capability to run that one. Otherwise, it will crash entire secure agent. Okay. Also, if you want to increase the number of jobs to run in the parallel, means that will also depends on the license you have purchased. Okay, it's a purely licensed based. It will depends on the license, it will change. Okay, how many jobs you can run simultaneously, and how many secure agents you can install in your organization. I'm saying number of secure agents in the organization, but in a single mission you can install only one secure agent. You cannot install more than one secure agent in a single mission. Okay, that is the thumb rule of the Informatica cloud. Okay, you cannot install more than one secure agent in a particular system. Okay, let us see what is the status of this secure agent. So still it is taking some time to install. Okay, so from here also you can see still there are 2 services are still deploying. Okay, so as we see here, now it is showing the secure agent and all the services are up and running. So now what we can assume here is all the services are up and running. So here from the administrator page, from this secure agent, if you refresh the status, here it is showing that up and running. So by now the secure agent is ready for us to use the any connection level or at a data a task level, whatever it may be. So now it is ready. So after that, what we can do here is we can create the connections and how we can read the source file and how we can write into the target file. Everything we will see. Okay. Uh, so as we know, if you want to read the data or write into the any of the target system, first we need the connection, right? So now let us discuss how to create the connections. Okay, see in the runtime environment, so we can see that our secure agent is ready. So I have created this dummy environment, right? I'm going to delete that one. So we will make our environment as a clean. So now we have the secure agent, right? So before going to create the connection, we will rename the secure agent. Okay. So if you want to rename the secure agent, what you can do here is first you need to click on this drill down and edit the secure agent. So now I'm going to rename the secure agent as training secure agent. So now I'm going to save it. So now what you can observe here is in the secure agent group we can able to see the training. So if you want to rename the secure agent name also, you can rename the secure agent group. So I'm going to rename the secure agent group. So what is the secure agent? So for example, you have installed two secure agent in your organization, and if you want to link both the secure agent to one runtime environment, so you can club all the secure agent here itself. So if you want to add one more secure agent, what you can do here is by clicking here you can add or remove secure agent. So if you click on add or remove secure agent, see as of now only one secure agent is available, and by default it has been added to the secure agent group. If you have more than one secure agent installed in your environment, what it will do here is it will show all the secure agents here, so that you can click you can select whatever the secure agents you want to group into this particular secure agent group. Okay, so this is about the secure agent and how to install the secure agent and how to link your secure agent to the particular Informatica cloud environment. Okay, so now I am going to create the source file and source target connection. Basically I'm going to create two folders. Okay, in the C drive I am going to create two folders. Okay, one is for source, one is for target. Okay, so now I'm going to create the source folder. Okay, so this is the source and this is the target. Okay, for example, if you do not have the both the source and target environment here itself, you need to create the two connections. For now, what we can go here is I am going to create one secure one connection to the source and one connection to the target. Why we need to create two connections means the connection is specific to the path, not to the entire subdirectories or directories like that. So if you create a connection and configure the path as C/source means here you can see the files available in the C/source, but you cannot see the objects in the C/target, whatever it may be. Okay, so now I am going to create source and target connections here. Okay, so to create to the connections, what we need to do here is we need to go to the Informatica Cloud Administrator page and go to the connection page here. Okay, so once you go to the connection, in the right top corner you can able to see the new connection. Okay, so now I am going to create the new connection of type file. So now I am going to name the connection name as uh, SRC file system. So SRC is nothing but I'm going to use this connection as a source, and the type of connection is file. So for a better understanding purpose, I'm going with this naming conventions. You can name it as you like. Okay, now I'm going to make it as SRC uh, flat file. Now I'm going to select the type of the connection as a flat file. Where is that one? Yeah, here is the flat file. So once you select the type of the connection, it will ask the runtime environment. So from which runtime environment you are going to select the file. So for now we have created the secure agent as training. Okay, from that runtime environment I am going to select it. So browse, basically you can browse the path of your source and target, but somehow there is a bug in this environment. Okay, that's why we are not able to select the directory. So for this reason, what we can do here is we can pass the source directory directly. Okay, so from here I'm going to copy the source folder directory and going to paste it here. And so what is the type of date format we are going to receive from the your source? So here there are so many options, like for your date format you can go with any of the date format. By default I'm going with the month date here for format. On the code base you can, based on your information available in the file connection in your file, you can select the type of the code base. Okay, for now I'm going to use with the MS Windows Latina one. So you have configured all the properties, right? So you need to verify whether the connection is valid or not. So how you can test your connection is by clicking on the test connection. So once you can click the test connection. So once you click the test connection, what it will do is it will go and verify for the particular path. For example, as of now we have passed the perfect path, right? That's why it is showing that the test for the connection was successful. By mistakenly, if I have provided some wrong directory, and if you test it now, it will show the particular connection is failed, because the connection test failed because of the following error: the directory C source 1 does not exist. So in this way we can verify whether we are pointing to the correct path or not. So now I'm removing that unavailable directory. I'm making to C source. Okay, now let me retest it and save it, and then I'm going to save the source connection. So we need one more connection to write the data to the target environment, right? So now I'm going to create one more connection, the connection called target flat file. So in the same manner, so I'm going to click on the new connection, and then I'm going to create the target connection. So TGT flat file, and type is kind of flat file. So if you want to describe for which purpose you are going to use that one, you can describe here. So this is a type of flat file connection Okay, now I'm going to select the runtime environment training, and then I'm going to the target directory and going to take the path of the particular target. Okay, see here, this is the path of the target, and I'm going to the Informatica cloud base and going to provide the path, and then I'm going to select the MS Windows Latina 1 as my code base, and before going to save it, I'm going to test the connection, because whether it is valid or not, I'm going to select it. So then, so the test for the connection is successful, so that I'm going to save the connection. Now we are ready to use the source and target connection in any data synchronization or data replication or anywhere it may be. So that's it for now. This is how we can create the connection, and so we can just rewind what we learned today. Is we have downloaded the secure agent, and we have installed the secure agent, and we have configured the particular secure agent to the particular organization, and then we have created the source and target connection of type flat file. In the next module, we can learn how to use these source and target connections, and how we can read the data from the source environment, and how we can write the data into the target environment.